Thanks,
Adam.
I'm Zoe, I'm an addict.
Zoe.
Really nice to be at a different meeting. I've never been to this venue before and don't really do much meetings up this way. I do a lot of my recovery in Basildon, Leigh-on-Sea, Southend, and we've got meetings at like every day there. A lot of recovery. And I've been asked a few times lately to do some step shares, and I thought I got to one meeting and I said, yeah, not a problem, like I've worked the steps, thinking like I'm really good, you know. And they said, oh, Zoe's going to share now on step 11. I was like, my heart sunk, yeah. I was in a meeting in London in Wanstead, and I thought, no. And something must have been looking out for me, because it was the most easiest, comfortable share I'd ever done. And I was like, where did that even come from? But I find service really important, like such an important thing in NA. Like, I learn service when I get here, to make teas, to have service commitments, and then I go out and use service in the real world. Like, the service now that I do within my family, within my life, is, I've learnt that from coming here. Showing up, turning up when I'm supposed to, doing what I need to be doing, despite how I feel, despite what's going on, to be there for others. And it's weird saying that now, because if I look at like defects, I was so selfish. Everything is about me, what I want, when I want, how I want, who I want. There's no other way. And life today isn't like that. And I think I'm really lucky with the life that I've got today. It's very easy for me to think of myself less and think of others. Like, I've got 2 young children that I've had in recovery. So Max, my little boy, is 3.5, and my little girl Mia is nearly 2 now. And nothing's about me anymore. It can't be. There's no space, no time for it. Like, it is about the kids, it is about my family, it is about sponsors, it is about meetings, it's about everything apart from me. And I still sulk, I still sit in self-pity. Like, why can't I do what I want still when I want? And it doesn't work like that. And I was just sitting here looking at the steps and how important the steps are. And when I actually got clean in a treatment centre in South Africa, and I'd been to a couple of treatment centres over here, and I'd walked out on the second day, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, and a lot of my behaviours got me kicked out of treatment. And I just thought I had a drug problem, stop using, and life would be good. And I come here and I realise I've got a me problem, my thinking isn't okay. Still now, I'm over 5.5 years, and my thinking can still be quite wrong a lot of the time. And I find that out through working these steps. And I couldn't do a step 6 if I hadn't done the previous steps. I like that they're in certain orders for a reason. I always hear people say about that step 9, making amends. I was in treatment on step 1, and I'm ringing up all my family members. Yeah, it was me that done that. Anyway, I've got to go now. My phone call's got to end. Like, I was causing so much more harm than I was put on a phone ban. I wasn't allowed to talk to them for about 4 months in there. I wasn't allowed to talk to them, and I thought I was only going out there for 3 months, work the 12 steps, and everything would be all right. And I ended up spending 11 months out there, and because of my defects, because of the way I acted, the things I'd done, I got moved treatment centres whilst in South Africa. It was during COVID, I couldn't get a flight home. Relationships with people that I shouldn't have been having in there, not taking the step work seriously. I thought I was willing, honest, open-minded. I was totally the opposite when I was there, and willing to do what I wanted. Wasn't open-minded and wasn't honest in my step work. And I got to step 4, and I'd made up some stories that I thought other people wanted to hear. I don't know who I thought I was telling it to at the time, but yeah, it got me nowhere. All I sat with is, I know that that's a lie, and it made me feel worse. And I was told to restart my steps again, which I acted like a child about. I acted like I was about 14 years old. No way, do you know how much writing I've done? I'm not starting this again. That's it, I'll just get a flight home. They're like, there's no flights, it's lockdown. I was I actually got kicked out over them behaviours, and I rang up the British Embassy and I asked them to get, I'm stuck in South Africa, I'm a British citizen, can you get me on a flight? And they said no. And that's the thing, like the humility, like being humble, being humiliated. I had to walk back into that treatment centre, my head down, tail between my legs and say, like, I'm ready now. Can you let me back in? And it was something that changed. I thought, I've just got to give this a go and do it properly. And I had 17 years of using. When I look back, using was fun, it was great. If I could use now once a month, I would, with no consequences. Like, I love drugs. They just cause me so many consequences. I can't stop once I start, and it all goes wrong from there. And the places that I ended up, the things I thought I'd never do, everything I judged other people on, that was me by the end of it. Homeless, begging on the street, selling myself for drugs, no friends, no family left, no relationships, just me using, stuck to a services, trained to a script, and crying because I didn't want to be here anymore, don't want to be using, but I just can't stop. And I remember always saying, by the time I'm 30 I'll stop, by Christmas, my New Year's resolution, there was always another reason I'd stop. And yeah, I don't know how this works, but it works. And I still have to think, like, I can't believe that I'm sitting here clean, like total abstinence. I thought at least like most of you must have a spliff or drink on holiday or something, but it's not like that. And yeah, I just love how it works. And so I should really share on step 6, shouldn't I? But yeah, so after doing a proper step 4, after I've redone my steps, and I've done them properly since, and only last year I went through some other steps and done a step 11, I connected with the steps properly, like really tried to understand them, probably a bit too much with my overthinking, but trying to work them in my life. And that step 4 that I got honest about, got real, could see like the resentments, the people I had resentments with are all the people that are on the top of my men's list, and it's like, how does that work? It's like, I was the problem in them, I had a part in them, and a lot of people are harmed during the way. And after reading it out in my 5 and getting to my 6, and like there I am left with this list of defects, I'm like, what is it? What does it mean? What do I do now, And like them defects come from all the situations throughout all of my life where I've been like dishonesty. And it's like now I can see that different. I can still be dishonest. I thought I'd do step 6, have a little pray in step 7, and everything's good. They've all been removed. I'm now really spiritual, and I'm not. It's like, yeah, we humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings, and there was nothing humble going on at all. And so this list of defects: manipulative, dishonest, self-seeking, selfish, I can't even think, arrogant, there's just so many. And I love the wording of the step. We were entirely ready. At a year or so clean, I wasn't ready to let go of these defects. They were my survival skills for so many years. Like if I couldn't be manipulative, I weren't going to get what I wanted. If I couldn't be dishonest and lie about things, I wasn't going to get anywhere. But today, I don't have to live like that. It's so much easier to be honest. Mind you, there's different levels of honesty. So I can be honest and say, no, I haven't nicked your money. No, I haven't done this. And I can be honest about where I am, what I'm doing. But self-honesty, that's like, as time's gone on, I'm probably a bit more sicker than I was. But self-honesty, one of my most easiest lies to tell is, someone's, are you okay? Yeah. Just rolls off, just like it used to in active addiction, lies about anything, it just rolls off. Yeah, I'm fine, yeah, I'm all good, everything's alright. And why I say that, I don't know, because a lot of the time there is things I need to talk about, there's things that are not okay. And I get a lot of my defects now through my step 10 inventories. And doing them inventories keeps me in check of what's going on, how I'm acting, And I used to think of it as looking at it like a bad thing to do. Like, let's find all the things I'm doing wrong during the day, all the defects that I've got, everything I need to work on. And it's not. I only used to do step 10s when I was in pain or things were going wrong. And people say it's a daily inventory. You do them every day, whether things are good or not. And I used to struggle. When things were good, I used to think I haven't really got anything to write. And my steps 10s lately show me that I'm still really controlling. Control's always been a big thing. Even I look back whilst I was using control. I want to control the drugs, I want to control this, I want to control that. And I had no control, absolutely none at all. And I still try and hold on to that control today, like within my life, with my kids, what they're doing, how they're doing it. My partner, he's in recovery as well. Like, I take his inventory. It gets quite bad. He say to me, like, "You're okay?" I'm like, "Have you done step 10 recently? Because this is what's going on." Like, and he's like, "Can you hear yourself?" But I'm just, it's mad. Our relationship really does work. It is so nice being with someone that understands this, being in a healthy relationship that ain't got the arguing, the shouting, the swearing and everything going on, and being able to just be myself. Like I am with people here in the rooms, it's so nice to be like that. And that is how I am most of the time with people in my life now, like with family members. I don't have to pretend that I'm someone else. And today I'm pretty comfortable with who I am, that I don't look around and think I want to be someone else or I want their life. Like, my life today with the kids, I'd say is one of the hardest things I've done in recovery is have kids and be in a relationship. It shows all my defects. So my 2-year-old girl, she's got the thing at the moment, she don't like her food. She picks her food up, looks you dead in the eye and throws it, And straight away, that can have me at like an 8 to a 10. Like that anger that comes up, that it's just like I want to hit her. That's what it makes me feel like. But I know that's not the right thing to do. And they tests me all the time. She's potty training at the minute. She knows she can go wee on the potty, but no, she'll stand up off the potty, look at me, run down the kitchen and do a wee on the floor. And I just feel like I haven't got much patience at the minute. And I find myself so many times during the day on my knees. It could be in the middle of the kitchen floor, not in the wee, just just on the floor, like with my head in my hands, like, God, please give me patience. Like, I cannot do this anymore. And I'm sure he has a joke. He's got that sense of humour, you know, the one that says, "I'll show you patience." Have this, like, test it a bit more. And that thing of being like willing and entirely ready, I used to think that some defects I really wanted to keep, like sarcasm. I thought it wasn't really a defect. Now I know in our basic text it is a defect. I used to think it was quite funny, someone being sarcastic. It wasn't until I got myself in some situations that really made the other person feel small, or how I'm harming someone else when using it, to make me seem better, they feel small, and it's not really funny or amusing. And that was one that I became entirely ready to have removed. And it is just by practicing every day not to act on these defects or trying to replace them with spiritual principles. But the spiritual principles run all throughout our programme. I don't know them all, I don't practice them all, I pretend that I do. I just try to be a better person than I was the day before. Try to do the next right thing. Like, one of my big things lately is, like, I haven't finished all of my 9 amends, like my direct amends, but one I done last year or the year before was like with my nan, and my nan's been really close to me. She's always been there, that I could never do anything wrong. She was always, Zoe would be okay. No, that wasn't her, she's not like that. And my nan had me living with her just at the end of my using when I wanted to go back home and get some help. And my granddad had recently passed, and I stole her wedding ring that she had taken, wasn't wearing anymore, to go and pawn it so I could get 25 quid to go and pick up so I weren't in withdrawals. And it's things like that that I never thought I would do, that I was the person that was lying about it, trying to help me find the ring where I knew where it was, with the intentions in my thinking, with the intentions in my thinking that when I get some money, I will go get it back out, replace it, or I'll be the one that finds the ring. That's the way my thinking was. And to sit down and make amends with her, and for her to actually ask, was it you that took it? And to be honest about something like that took so much. It was so easy to ring people up and say, yeah, it was me, yeah, I nicked your money, yeah, I used your bank card. But something that meant so much to her, and to see her facing that, and to ask her how it made her feel and what she was going through. And that amends that I've made with my nan, and it's been ongoing now for years, like even before I made the direct amends, it's been ongoing. And all she ever wanted was my time. So my amends to her now is, I take her out, she's 83 now, and I take her shopping every week. Last week she had me round the retail park, Lakeside Retail Park, with the 2 kids, every single shop, yeah? She wants Dunhill, she wants B&Q, she wants this, she wants that. And I can feel it inside, like I get irritated, I get annoyed, the kids are playing up. But I think, no, I'm showing up, I'm doing the next right thing, I'm being there for my nan, and it's the least she deserves of everything that I've done to her in the past. And yeah, I'm grateful to be able to be there for my family today. And I still have massive obsessions about things, stupid things that mean so much to me at the time that don't even matter now. And I look only over the last, let's say, 3 months of obsessions, yeah? And the big ones I've had is, I need a new driveway. Well, I've got the driveway and it just looks like a driveway, you know? It's like air conditioning, so that was the best obsession, yeah? So this was the other month, I said, Chris, we need air conditioning, and I've justified it, because the kids won't be able to sleep very well, you know, because of this heat wave that's coming. They really need it. And it's the way I put things still. So I know there's a load of defects in that, in what I'm saying. And we got the air conditioning, and yeah, it's nice, but that's what all it is now. And it's always these external things that I think that I want and don't do the work on the inside. But today, I am working on the inside. I am comfortable with who I am. I definitely do not work a perfect programme. I've still got a lot of defects to work on. And then I think I came to an age to stop using drugs. But I've changed so much as a person, and I'm really grateful for that. And I know there's still a lot of work left to do. I know I still need to get a bit more humble and work on the sarcasm and the list of defects that goes on. But for anyone new, or anyone newish in, everyone here's got a bit of clean time, keep coming back and work the steps. Yeah, it works. Thank you. I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much, Cheers. Bye.